Hello everyone. Today I'll be teaching you all how to draw a trend line. A trend line is very important. So now I am drawing a trend line on the Aussie dollar Japanese yen chart. So this is where I am drawing a trend line. So I want you all to understand that when you try to draw a trend line on every chart, it gives you a clear picture of what the chart is like. Like, is it an uptrend? Is it a downtrend? Because a trend line only indicates uptrend and downtrends in markets. So understanding this is the key to your successful trading. So, like I say, if you want to draw an uptrend now on this chart, very easy for you to do. This is just what you do. You go to this place, please go to this place. You click here, you would see trend line, info line, trend angle, anchor VWAP, horizontal line, horizontal ray. So you click on the trend line. So when you click on this, you find the lowest point, which is you're trying to draw the support, or I can choose to draw from here. The choice is all mine, but the thing is for me to understand what is actually playing in this market. You understand? So I will not pick me. How do I draw mine? I always try to pick from the lowest points. From the lowest points. That's how I always pick. So I would delete this line, click back here again, and I'll pick from here, which is this lowest point touch here. So I would find a way to you see, this is it. So now I got this touch, I got this touch here, I got this here. Let me call it out so you can know the point that I actually used in drawing this. So this was one. That was one I picked. So I go back again. I picked another one again, and I pick another one again because I actually so you see. So you all can see I use this point, and this point to draw my trend line. And remember, this down is the support and this is the resistance of this trend line. So now I want to draw my resistance on the trend line side. So I can just decide to pick from here. The choice is all mine, but you definitely should pick a way you can actually uh, get touches and so because without getting all the touches, that means whatever you are drawing is bullshit. You get so so looking at this now, you would see uh you will see that this trend line, now I use this point and I also use this point. So this is my resistance now. This is my area of resistance. This is my area of support. So if you look at this trend line now, you would clearly know that, okay, this market now is clearly in an uptrend, which is this market has been in an uptrend since uh, the reversal happened on 21st, since on 21st of on 21st of December 2020. So the Aussie dollar against the Japanese yen has been on an uptrend. So I would just say, oh, this is an uptrend market. Okay, uptrend. So this is just it. So most of you would ask, why do I draw a trend line on every chart? It's very important, and I will teach how to trade trend lines. But now, let me tell you why you have to draw a trend line. Okay, now this market now has been in an uptrend, and you, Mister, whatever you are, you're not aware that it's in an uptrend, and you just came into the market, bam, and you just started trading. But now, when you draw your trend line now, what's in your mind? What will you know? You would know that, oh, this is an option market. Oh, I am not supposed to short an option market, because shorting an option market is you are putting yourself at risk, because there's this common adage or slogan or proverb in trading which says the trend is always your friend. So when you are trading this market now, when you understand that this is an uptrend, so you should only be looking for buy long opportunities. And how do you do that? How do you do buy long opportunities? Very easy. I will teach you all how to use a 20 EMA and how to trade a trend line. But for now, I just want you all to understand the concept behind it. So when you're in an uptrend, do not short an uptrend. When you're in a downtrend, do not long a downtrend unless you see confirmations which offers you an entry. Because if I were to trade this market, I would only focus on if there is a dump or a reversal or a breakout, then I would still go uptrend, because this market has been in an uptrend for uh, over 9 days. So people who are actually shorting this market are the ones actually losing money. So so it's very important you understand this. Very, very important you understand this. So so now this is how to draw an uptrend. So I'm going to try to show you how to draw a downtrend. So let's go to the XXP down. In crypto XSP down, I just want to show you how to draw a downtrend using the XSP down USDT. So now you have to draw a downtrend. So how do you draw a downtrend? So let's say, remember, this is a range market. This is a range market which resulted to this downtrend. I will teach you all of this. So let's go. So now let's assume that I came into the market when the market was actually here. So now I want to draw a downtrend trend line on this market. Very easy. I still go back here again. Remember, trend line. So I pick from the up part and I draw. Just make sure you get touches, because if you don't get touches and you are drawing your trend line, you are drawing bullshit. So uh so I would now pick again. I want to use like this. Jerusalem. You know what I'm doing? I'm trying to get where I can get at least 2 touches. Okay, I did. I got 1 year and I got 1 year. So if I had seen this chart, this is what I'm going to do. So this is now clearly a downtrend. So how did I draw this downtrend? Very easy. I use this point 1, I use this point 2, and I use this point 3 to draw this trend line. So let's say I came into this market at this level. Remember, the rule is get more touches, because if you don't get touches, that means you are not really doing anything. You're just wasting time. So the downtrend now, the support side, I took this, I got this touch, this one, and I got this one. So always make sure you get at least 2 touches below. 2 touches below, please, and 2 touches above. Very important. So when you look at this now, when you come into this market at this level, you would know that, oh, this is a downtrend. Remember what I said. Buying long in a downtrend is mad, it's scary. You understand? It's very scary. So when you're in this market now, you would be very careful not to buy long, because if you didn't know this trend line, whatever the market was going into, a downtrend uh, after this little range market here, that means you will be you'll be crying, because you will be gone. When I mean gone, like all your money will be gone. This is how people lose money. People just want to jump into trade without really understanding that there are concepts guiding this trade. Okay, this was, sorry, my end. So this is actually the drawing that resulted to this downtrend. So most people do not know this. So they'll be like, I just want to trade, I just want to trade. You understand? That is why the first thing first you have to know how to draw first is the support and resistance. I will just draw it for you guys again, just easy, so you can easily understand this. This is the resistance. This is the resistance, and I'm drawing my support. So you see touches. I got one touch, two touch here. I got three touch here. I got four. I got down here. I got one, two. Yeah, I got one, two. So this is a support. So this area of resistance, you see, after I broke my area of resistance, you saw what happened, went back up. So if I pull out my, you see, I'm gonna teach this, don't worry. So you would know how to trade. So after an uptrend or a downtrend, there is always going to be a range market. That is it. And you do not say a market is in a range, or a market is in an uptrend, or a market is in a downtrend, when you cannot count at least 100 or 50 candlesticks using your time frame, at least 100 or 50. So make sure you at least have 150 candlesticks. These are what we call candlesticks. All these things are candlesticks. So before you say a market is in an uptrend or a downtrend, so using your time frame. So if I go down to the lower time frame now, you would see, you would see, uh, so you see, this was where we drew our, where you go, remember the road will lead you. So you see, so this was where we, so this is where we draw our support and resistance. You see, now you would see this uptrend clearly. So when I use a 1 hour time frame, I get to see everything very easy. And so you see, this is very easy for you to understand. So now support and resistance. So after a trend, after there is a trend, after there is a trend, after there is a trend, there is always, in most cases, 90% occurrence is going to be a range market, which is, a range market is more of a consolidating market. The market is trying to consolidate so it can what, explode. So this is just it. So now you've learned how to draw a trend line. This is how to draw a downtrend. Previously I showed you guys how to draw an uptrend. It's very easy. Still the same strategy. From the down part, make sure you get the most touches. You draw a line using your trend line 2. From the upside, make sure you get the most touches. You draw using your trend line 2. So this is what you also do in the trend line if you want to draw in an uptrend market or a downtrend market. The trend line will help you understand the kind of market you're going into. So that's why try to draw a support and resistance. If you cannot properly see a support and a resistance, like the horizontal support or resistance, then try to draw a support and a resistance using the trend line, because this is what is going to help you become a very profitable trader. very profitable trader, very profitable trader, very profitable trader. So you have to know how to draw this. It's very important. So I advise each and every one of you to learn it. You understand? So the range markets. This is what I do when I want to trade. Very easy trick. Try to see if you can draw a horizontal support and resistance. If you cannot draw a horizontal support and resistance clearly, which means you cannot get touches, then try to draw a trend line support and resistance, uptrend or downtrend. You're going to get this. So I remind you very own Mr. Cloud Oleka. So I want each and every one of you to subscribe. If you have not done that, please subscribe, click on the bell, comments, and follow me on all my social handles. I'll post them here and you would see them. Check the description below. And please just, if you have questions or anything you want, you can still uh, add them up in the comment section and share the video, and make sure you practice this, backtest this, check this, try to see if you cannot draw a support and a resistance on any chart, which is the horizontal. The horizontal I mean is this straight line. If you cannot draw it on any charts, then you try to check if you can draw the trend line. So this will help you know that, oh, I am in an uptrend. When you're in an uptrend, remember, what did I say? It is risky to short an uptrend unless you see a powerful confirmation. When you are in a downtrend, it is risky. It is risky, very risky to long a downtrend. So when you are in an uptrend, please, it is very risky to short an uptrend unless you see a very powerful confirmation that this is going to be a reversal. Then you can now short the market. But if you don't get this powerful confirmation, shorting a long market, shorting an uptrend market is risky. You would end up losing your money, and in most cases you would liquidate. You would be liquidated. So please be very careful. So try to draw first rule first, try to draw a support and a resistance horizontally. If you cannot draw it clearly, you cannot get points touches. The week you cannot get a lot, so leave it. Try to see if you can draw it using the trend line. So when you can draw it, you know that, okay, this is a downtrend or this is an uptrend. Okay, let's go. Don't worry, I'll teach you on how to trade. The next lecture, how to trade support, resistance, trend lines. I'll teach you on how to do that. So God bless you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and Happy New Year to every one of you. Make sure you enjoy the new year. Take trading very serious, and trading is definitely going to put food on your table. And God bless each and every one of you. I remain Mr. Cloud Oleka. Subscribe if you have not. Fast, please. Thank you.